Hi friends, and welcome back to Ask Dr. Sexman. Delighted to have you with us. It's a new year. I hope it's off to a great start for you, just like it is for me. Today's an exciting day because today I'm going to answer the very first question that I have had submitted through the new website. By the way, if you haven't been over to the website yet, please go check it out. It's askdrsexman.com. Once you're there, I would love for you to do two things. I would love for you, one, to sign up for our email list where I can send you special offers and content all throughout this new year. And two, I would love for you to submit your own question. I promise you, my friends, there is no question about sex or sexuality that I haven't heard, and there is nothing that you could possibly ask that would scare me or throw me for a loop, and I would love to talk about your questions right here on this channel. So go over there, check it out, browse around a little bit, and submit a question, and we'll have those conversations. So the very first question submitted at askdrsexman.com was from a young lady, and her question was essentially this: am I the only young woman out there who's struggling with pornography and masturbation? So I'm going to answer that question right up front, and the answer is absolutely not. Now there's a lot more to say about that, and so let's get into some of those things. Now the first thing I want to say is this: if you are a young woman who is struggling or has struggled with pornography, masturbation, lust, that whole package, and they all go together, of course, if you find yourself in that situation, let me say, welcome to the club. All right, I'm obviously not in that club because I'm not a young woman, but I'm in the club. And just about every young woman that I talk to, when we really get into sexuality, it's part of their story. Let me give you some actual data to help you understand how very much not alone you are in your struggle against pornography as a woman. XXXchurch.com reports that 1 out of every 3 visitors, right? So 1/3 of all visitors to adult websites is a woman. They also say that 9.4 million women view pornography monthly, and that 13% of women admit to accessing pornography at work. Covenant Eyes, in their annual report, I'm going to talk more about Covenant Eyes in a moment also, they say that 20% of Christian women report that they are porn addicts, and that 18% of college-age Christian women report spending time online every week for internet sex. Now, I understand that this is not great news about the state of our lives and our hearts, and I totally get that, but if you're struggling with pornography as a woman, please understand there's a whole lot of other women out there going through exactly the same thing. So the first thing, again, that I want you to understand is you are not alone. But here's one thing I want you to know, like immediately, if you're a young woman addicted to pornography, here's what the first thing you need to do is. Ready? Tell somebody. Tell someone. In fact, the young woman who wrote in to the website said it was an incredible relief to her that that was the first time she had ever even used the word masturbation, and her email to me was the first time she'd ever told anybody. I promise you, an enormous amount of the power of something like pornography is in the secrecy itself. Once you get it out on the table, tell a friend, tell a mentor, tell a pastor, tell a parent, tell someone, tell me, just tell someone, hey, I'm addicted to pornography, or at least I'm struggling with pornography or masturbation, combination of the two. I need your help. I need your support. I guarantee you, my friends, that when something that's in the darkness is brought out into the light, and the more it's brought out into the light, the more its power is diffused and goes away. So please start with that very first step. Tell someone that you are struggling with pornography and masturbation. It will make an enormous difference to do just that one thing. I'm going to give you 2 really good online resources. The first one is XXXchurch.com. In my opinion, these folks are doing the most and the very best work in the world to help people understand pornography addiction and to break free of that cycle and other sexual addictions as well. So check them out, XXXchurch.com. You scroll down to the bottom of their pages, any one of them, You're going to see lists of categories of help and other things that they offer. You'll see the word women. Just click on that and you'll be right in the middle of the resources and help that they have for women. Another great resource is dirtygirlsministries.com. I didn't name them. I may not have chosen that name, but I've heard great things about the work that they do as a specifically woman-oriented community online to help women break their cycles of lust, pornography, and masturbation as well. I'll put these links down at the bottom of the YouTube page so you can just click right there if you would like and be right on your way to those places. Another resource that you need to take advantage of right now is web filtering and accountability software. There's all kinds of those out there as well. I'm going to give you two that I've used and that I think are great. The first one comes from xxchurch.com, we've mentioned already. If you go to x3watch.com, you'll see their web filtering package and some of the options that you have there. The other one is covenanteyes.com. That's the one that our family is using right now. It's a little more robust. It has some more options to it, and is ideal if you have a family, multiple people, and if your parents looking for something for your kids. But go look at both of them, compare them, but try one. You need to have one going right now. It's going to do a couple of things for you. First, it's going to make it more difficult for you to access pornography on the web, which is, of course, the point, right? You want it to be a little less convenient. And it'll make some other things less convenient. It'll make usability of perhaps your browser on your phone a little less convenient. It'll perhaps ding you when you're trying to look at something relatively innocent on the internet. But it's a small price to pay, a little bit of inconvenience, in order to help you keep yourself from wandering easily into pornography on the web. The other thing you need to know is that it'll cost a little bit. I think X3Watch still has a free option, but pay for it. Pay your $7, $8 something a month, whatever it is. A minute investment for the good that it will do in your life and in your browsing integrity. And then finally, it's going to ask you to have an accountability partner, which is, again, as I mentioned at the very beginning, a huge step forward. To have one person in your life that you can trust, that you know is entirely on your side. So think about that and go check out those resources today. All right, ladies, I'm going to end this in exactly the same place that I started it. You are not alone in this. There are literally millions of women in the world. There are literally millions of Christian women in the world who are struggling with pornography. We all need to talk about it more. And so what I'm going to ask you to do today is take that first step. Tell someone. Bring it out into the light so that the power of its secrecy can start to be diffused and you can start to get some of that weight off of yourself. And then follow up with some of these other resources that I've given you. And you'll be well on your way toward healing and wholeness that only comes when you break out of this cycle of lust and addiction to pornography. So I'm begging you, ladies, please take this step today, because I want you to hear this. You are intentionally made. You are fiercely loved. You are not alone, and I am on your side. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again soon with another episode.